Okay students, welcome you all to this particular wonderful session. Students, today we will be discussing top 5 most important questions that you can face in your exams from Heredity chapter. So students, in this particular chapter, the most important questions, the very first question that students you can face is going to be what is heredity and inheritance. Direct your question can come and definition can be asked. So answer is also very simple students. Transfer of characters from parents to offspring. You can write traits also, no problem. So transfer of traits or characters from parents to offspring, generation after generation. This process is known as heredity, or you can also call it as inheritance. Both are going to be same thing, right? After this, next question, state 7 characters Mendel chose to cross the pea plant. So students, Mendel took 7 different characters and then he crossed the pea plant in order to get his set his different laws, okay, that we call as Mendel's laws of inheritance. So what all are these 7 characters? First is pea shape. It could be round and wrinkled students, where round is dominant and wrinkled is recessive trait, okay. Then pea color, okay, pea, if we talk about color, here seed color students we are talking about, can be green or yellow. So students, pea seed color and pea seed shape, okay. So here student, pea seed color if we talk about can be green and yellow. Yellow will be dominant, green will be recessive. Then is it pod shape. If we talk about student pod shape, constricted and inflated. If we talk about pod inflated is a dominant one and constricted it is going to be your recessive one. After that, pod color can be green and yellow. Green is dominant, yellow is recessive in this case of pod color. Then flower colors are purple and white. Purple is going to be dominant, white is going to be recessive. Then students, we are having plant size, tall or dwarf. Tall will be dominant and dwarf will be recessive. Then flower position students, it can be axial and terminal. So students, axial is going to be dominant, terminal is going to be recessive. These are going to be 7 characters that were taken by Mendel in order to cross, okay, pea plant, okay, and get his laws of inheritance and draw out the results, okay. After this, next question, explain Mendel's monohybrid cross. Students, this question will not come like this, but it cannot be said in which way question will be coming, because sometimes they can give anytime in exams some situation will be given in which you will be given one parent and the other parent. The first parent will be having some character and the other parent will be having some character and their traits. Then you have to analyze and then you have to cross and give your conclusions, answers that will be asked in the question, right? So similar question students that are there in our this year sample paper also, and FAQs, lots of questions are going to be there. So character can come, okay students, of any type. The way in which we'll cross is going to be same, right? So I will be making over here, right, the pattern that you have to follow when the monohybrid crosses will be coming. Just see the question, right, and then draw a monohybrid cross like this, and according to the situation you can give your answers. So student, what happens every time when question comes on like monohybrid cross, and it will definitely will be coming a 3-mark question, okay. So students, what happens in monohybrid cross, the parents that are taken, they are going to be homozygous dominant and homozygous recessive, okay, like this. So if we talk about students, one of the parent is going to be homozygous dominant and that is going to be homozygous recessive. This is tall and this is going to be students dwarf in this case. But it can be students anything, just like ear lobes can be given. If joint, they are recessive. If they are free, they are going to be your dominant, okay. And some other situational example can be given, just like coat color in some animal, okay. Some other type of example, just like stem height, anything can be like coming in the form of question. But pattern of making the monohybrid cross and giving the answer is going to be same. So what next we will be doing students? For parents, you can now make the gametes. So when you will make gamete is going to be of only one type, that is capital T in case of, okay, this parent, and small t in case of this parent. Only this one type of gamete will be forming, because both the alleles are going to be capital T and here small t. So students, when F1 generation will come, in F1 generation both will fuse and make capital T small t. Here students, all the offsprings are going to be tall. All offspring are tall, or you can say having dominant trait, having dominant trait, all. Okay. Now students, if we talk about F2 generation, for F2 generation you have to cross between two F1, that is capital T small t you will take one side, capital T small t on the other side also, then will cross. Two types of gamete will form, capital T small t over here and here also capital T small t. Two types of gametes are forming. Then you can cross them. So here capital T 1, then your capital T small t second, then your capital T small t third, and then your small t fourth. You can solve it students according to your Punnett square also, no problem. This is going to be students your F2 generation. So in F2 generation, if you see students result is going to be capital T 1 out of 4, capital T small t 2 out of 4, and small t 1 out of 4. These three are showing dominant trait, that are tall showing dominant trait 3. Okay, and students, 1 is your showing recessive trait, that is dwarf, only 1. Genotype can come, this genotypic ratio capital T 1, capital T small t 2, and capital small t 1. Phenotypic ratio also you can take, these three are going to be tall students, 1 is going to be dwarf. This phenotypic ratio that we can see. In percentage wise form also you can get, just like 75% this one, 25% this one, if we take out of 4, okay, and 25%, 50% and 25% is your genotype. This is for genotypic ratios and percentage, and this is your phenotypic ratio and percentage. This will come. Next, they can say that cross the F2 with the F1 and give the answer, whatever the result are going to be there. Then you can do accordingly, no problem. Make their gamete and do like that. So students, the thing is going to be there. Situation will be different, and every time there will be a different set of situation will be there that will be given, and you have to solve it. But pattern is going to be same, just like I solved over here. So always ready students for monohybrid cross. They will be coming in 3-mark question definitely, and pattern is going to be this one, right? Relate it, analyze it, and you can easily give the answer. Next question, state Mendel's laws of inheritance. So 3 laws are there students of Mendel. One is law of dominance. It says that 2 alleles are there, one is dominant and other is recessive. So if both are present together, dominant will show itself and recessive will not show. So this plant will be tall because of this allele, and this allele will be recessive, so it will be masked. It will not show its particular character. Then law of segregation says that all the alleles got separated, both the alleles got separated during the time of gamete formation. So for example, this is the chromosomal structure, capital T small t allele. When a sperm will form, in one sperm this allele will go, in other sperm this allele will go. So alleles got separated during the time of your gamete formation. This is the law of segregation or law of purity of gamete. These gametes are pure genetically. Then law of independent assortment, when 2 genes we are crossing together, when 2 characters we are taking together, then we'll see that one gene that is coding for one character will not depend on other gene for giving out its character. Okay, so that is students your law of independent assortment. Okay, or like different genes, they will be segregating independently and assorting their genes. Okay, they will not depend on other genes. Then so phenotypic ratio of Mendel's dihybrid cross, that is very important. Okay, many a time it is there in the exam. It is your 9:3:3:1. We take 2 traits together, right? So students, if we talk about 2 traits, example we can take seed color, okay, and your seed shape. So students, your 9 are going to be round and yellow color, round shape. 3 are going to be students your round but green. 3 are going to be your wrinkled. 3 are going to be your wrinkled but yellow. It means this side dominant, this side dominant, this side recessive, this side dominant, this side recessive. Here both are dominant nature. And last one is going to be, students, wrinkled and green. It means both are going to be your recessive nature, like this. So this will be, students, your law of independent assortment. Also you can see over here, round is coming with yellow also, round is coming with green also. Wrinkle is coming with the yellow also, wrinkle is coming with green also. So this one gene, its expression is not decided by this other gene. So both the genes are segregating by their own. They are not depending on other. That round is saying I will go with the yellow only, and I will not go with the green. That is not like the case. Okay, round can go with the yellow and with the green also. Green can go with the round and with the wrinkled also, right? So both genes, gene for the shape and gene for your color, they are segregating by their own. And this is your dihybrid cross phenotypic ratio. That is very important. Okay, so these were 5 very important questions, and you will see that question definitely will be there in the exams from these 5 questions, right? So stay tuned, students, for the other chapters also like that, for 5 important questions. Till then, students, keep studying. Bye bye everybody.